So I'm born and raised here, fourth generation Nevada. My family's been here since 1940, actually off of West Plum, and I myself have been in the ward for 33 years. So went through the public school system here, got a deep connection with all the families that grew up with me and I'm still connected with. So a lot of pride in this immediate neighborhood. Spent some time at UNR, achieved 88 credits, and probably like a lot of people, wasn't really sure what to do with my diploma. The recession hit, and in 2009, there was an opportunity to get into real estate. And so I left college. I started my first 4 years with under the tutelage of Brian and Kimberly Drakulich. And I got to give credit to William Mariani and Adrian Drakulich as well. And from 2009, 2013, tough time. Median home value, I think, was like 116 at its low point for me. To stay alive and not bartend or do anything, I ended up doing like 2,000 BPOs. I'm sure someone out there remembers those things. And but man, it made me sharp. I went to neighborhoods I'd never been to, and I learned a lot about the business. And 2013 swung around, left that brokerage, went and started a team at Remax under my wonderful brokers Susan Gear and Corey Carter. Run my business with my lovely wife and best bud Ryan Kane, and been cruising ever since. So with that said, in 2016, the team was like, all right, let's give back. What can we do for the community? I was fortunate enough to be invited onto the board of the Eddie House, and learned a ton about not only the youth homeless population, but the adult population, and really just dove in. I turned that into anywhere from 10 to 20 hour a week gig for me, just really passionate about helping them get to their next goals. I was their secretary at one point, VP, and then I'm in my second term as the board president. And I'd say that's the catalyst for my run, is ultimately the homeless issue. I think it affects every industry, especially ours, and every family, and the culture of Reno, and really the future of Reno is at stake if we don't solve that problem. Homeless issue is my main program platform right now. Really important in a lot of ways, and for everybody to know what my plan is and what I've learned and everything I've really gained in the last 4 years with the Yeti House, I'm taking from other professionals and experts, and most importantly, what's called the org code report that was essentially a feasibility study. And my plan right now is prevention in housing. So Washoe County School District has identified around 3,000 kids K through 12 categorically homeless. And so that's living in a car, temporary stay somewhere, not a permanent address, motel, same with a friend. This is a homegrown problem. They are our future adult homeless. So prevention, finding ways to catch them before they fall. The big statistic is if we can catch and if we can intervene with the homeless youth before the age of 25, we have an 85% chance of them not becoming chronically homeless as an adult. And then we're going to dive right into the housing piece. My first action when I get onto the council is I'm going to bring back our grant writer that we once had and we lost in 2013. This person will be hyper-focused on acquiring non-local private and federal dollars, bringing that into the state and into the region, specifically up front, enhancing our shelter services. We need more transitional living housing and or permanent supportive housing to help our disabled and veterans and elderly. So that's a big portion of it there. Obviously, we can talk about the housing situation, which goes hand in hand with that, but I'll leave it there. Back to that homeless and housing issue, I do believe strongly in supply and demand. Everybody knows our MSI is extremely low. It does affect a lot of things. Not only is it pushing that market up, but it affects our agents who are working with their buyers and they're struggling to see houses. They're fighting, they're writing 3 offers and getting beat down. And that's a struggle for everybody, not only for the realtors out there, but they want to help their clients. These are their friends and family. They need more options. It's a big portion of what's going on right now. And that also directly affects our homeless situation. And the homeless situation is important because it's a cultural thing for Reno. If it gets worse, our region becomes less popular. If we don't handle the housing issue in the attainable range, which is the at or below medium income value, then we probably will be pushing our lower and middle income folks out to outlying areas like Carson, Dayton, Silver Springs, Fernley, Fallon. And so that directly affects not only our families as realtors, but our future in this industry and what it looks like and how we're going to survive for the next 15, 20 years in this industry.